What's happening? I'm Harris for the Gig Guide. Who am I here with?
Drew.
Ewan.
Ollie.
What's happening? Just firstly, if you wanted to talk me through kind of like, individually what you do in the band, if that's alright.
Yeah, I'm singer, guitar player.
I play the guitar.
Bass player.
Nice one. He's about to play a wee headline set tonight at Nice and Sleazy's in Glasgow. He's looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, very much so. It's always a good one in Glasgow. We like this venue. It's a good venue here. It's a good venue. When we came here, they gave us food and everything. Gave us like a little menu, and they were like, pick what you want from that. Beers were in a little cooler with ice and all that.
Royalty. Yeah.
It's the Scottish treatment, mate.
Yeah.
In Elstad, big man.
Yeah, I know. We played when did we play here? About a year ago.
It was a bit longer than that, maybe two.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
2 years.
2 years, I
And then,
reckon.
but it's always a good crowd every time we come to Glasgow. We've had a good crowd. So
Yeah.
everyone wants to go for it. So.
Nice one. Again, you were just talking there about the beers. How does Tennent's rank in terms of lagers? Obviously, Scottish beer, so you need to watch what you're saying.
I know, yeah. Everyone here is going to be like, it's the best thing since sliced bread, isn't it? It's all right. It's all right, to be fair. We're Guinness drinkers in this band, though, really. Especially when I'm singing and that, mate. If I'm drinking like fizzy beers all night, I'm not singing, I'm just burping. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to drink the flat beers instead. But it's not bad. It's not bad as lagers go.
If you just wanted to if you're able to talk me through how the band started, how it came about, like any stories, if that's alright.
It's a good story, mate.
We met on a train,
Right.
coming back from a Blossoms gig. I don't know, probably about 6-7 years ago.
19.
Something like that, yeah. And
They were on the second album tour.
yeah, there you go.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah, so we had like mates in common, and me and Drew got chatting, and he said he wanted to start a band, and I had similar ideas, and you two were in a band anyway, weren't you?
Yeah. Well,
Go
we
on,
used
what's
to.
that story? Go on.
No,
We heard that
used to
before.
play in
Call
high
it
school.
Call it a band.
Call it a story. Nah, I was in the band and then I wasn't, and then in fact no, you were in it first.
I was in the band and then
You were
I
in it
wasn't.
first. You got kicked out,
And
and then I replaced him.
This is
But we used to
What were
play
your
in-
songs about?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Context. This is in high school, by the way. We're like 12, 13 in year 7, like music room rehearsing. But yeah, like we played a bit just like in music and that, didn't we? There's a few different kind of bands kicking around. So we all went to the same high school,
right.
and I've known him since like year 7. Obviously met you on the train back. Our drummer's from Leicester.
Right.
He's an anomaly. We sort of met him when he was at
He's over there.
college. Is that actually him?
Yeah.
Hey!
No, just leave it. You won't say anything.
He's pretending he can't hear us.
Typical drummer.
He won't add anything of note. But yeah, that's how we all met.
Nice one. And you've a couple of wee dates now into your headline tour.
Yeah.
How's it been going for you, alright?
Yeah, it's been really good. Really enjoyed it. We haven't done one for about this is probably 2-year anniversary, if you like, since the last one we did. So I didn't really know what to expect, but it's been done good. You know, we've done where have we done? Sheffield, Huddersfield.
Did a rogue one over in Skegness
Festival.
Shine On Festival.
Just talk about that off camera,
Yeah, at Butlins, mate.
He's good. Yeah, he's weird, but he's good.
West, mate, in the Butlins.
It's like haunted Alton Towers or something. It was weird. We had a good time.
Brilliant. Well, obviously, it's here the night in Glasgow. How high up is Glasgow on like a list of bucket list cities for you to play? Kind of famous city for music and culture.
High up, man. We've got our sights on the Barrowlands. We really want to do Barrowlands. And obviously being at the moment signed to a label that's based out of Glasgow as well, we're up here quite often. Scotland has been one of them that's like, it's always had a lot of potential for us because the Scottish are really into the guitar music. We've wanted to play here probably more than we actually have. Do you know what I mean? So we're just keen on coming back as much as we can, but like when we went to the Barrowlands, didn't we? The first time we came up and met the label. When we signed, they kind of let us in the Barrowlands, and we were in the dressing room and all that. And I was just stood there thinking, like, this would be fucking mint.
Aye, but like it is a shithole. Like, and that's what makes it so good.
Yeah,
Because or the like the red and or the couches and that, like it is a shithole. I think.
Yeah, well, it's like stepping into a time machine.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like the guy that owns it was like, yeah, David Bowie's like sat there and like looked in that mirror.
Yeah, he's funny. I mean, he was dead nice, but he was just like some old guy, like pottering around outside the door. And he was like, yeah, just come in. And we were like, do you work here? He was like, I own it. And he let us in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we just like appeared. Yeah, come in. But yeah, obviously that's the one that we really, really want to get to.
Brilliant. Well, obviously again he's just signed to a Scottish record label. One of the last Manchester band to be signed to a Scottish record label didn't. Not too bad. He's setting your sight. I've conveniently actually got them on my t-shirt. I didn't even mean it.
Yeah, you have.
Is that the kind of sights that you are setting yourselves on?
Well, what, to get as big as that? Well, that's the dream, innit, mate? That's the dream, innit? I think we all just want to make a living out of it, mate.
Aye.
That's what it's about for us. We do it for the fun of it, and we write the music because we think the music's good. We write music that we would want to listen to. Do you know what I mean? And if we can make a living out of it, and we can quit our day jobs, because we all want to do that very much. Just do this, and we don't need the fame and fortune. It'd be nice little cherry on top, mate.
We
But
want to get to the point where in 30 years people are getting interviewed by people wearing Rosellas t-shirts. That's what we want.
that would be nice.
Well, again, there, I just like to ask you again, obviously, a wee hour or two until showtime. How do you prepare for a gig? Like, if you want to talk me through like what you've been up to today, just kind of start to finish.
He's been driving. He's been driving all day.
Don't mind that.
Yeah, been a big journey today, to be fair. But
You're driving pretty quick.
Well, we had some time to make
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I think we're pretty relaxed though before a set. I don't really think about it that much.
No, yeah, we haven't we don't huddle up and like high-fiving and that. We don't do that.
Everyone gives it all this
We
like
don't speak to each other before we go.
separate dressing rooms. Everyone says like there's these like pre-gig rituals and all that. I just make like a flask of tea, so my throat's all right.
Aye.
I've like a can of Guinness. These two will have a cig. I can't have a cig until after the show. It's just it's standard shit, man.
It's a night out interrupted by a gig.
Aye.
It's what it usually is.
Yeah, inconvenient. We're actually here on the pitch. The gig is just on the side of that.
And did you get here relatively early? Have you
What time we get about 4 o'clock?
have you done it in this great city?
We've literally not left that little room. Up
Fair
there.
enough.
Yeah, got changed and then.
We are like tonight though. When we're sometimes on tour, we like to stay in the cities that we're in.
Aye.
We're in Newcastle tomorrow, so we're
Right.
staying like just outside of Glasgow city centre tonight.
Right.
So we'll be able to doss about tomorrow for a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Have a bit of time. We're not going to be in a mad rush. Like if we had to go Glasgow back to Manchester, back up to Newcastle, that'd just be silly, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So when we can afford it and it's doable, we'll get like a little hotel or whatnot.
Obviously, again, you are a Manchester band or Greater Manchester.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, another famous city as well as Glasgow for music. Just talking about Oasis there. Is there any other kind of like big Manchester bands or like artists that you kind of take heavy inspiration or idolise?
Well, that was kind of what we started talking about on the train that first time. Like we just started talking about bands that we liked, and he was like, "I'm into the Smiths." I was like, "Well, I'm into the Roses." He was like, "I like Oasis." I was like, "I like the Verve."
Aye.
We all listen to very
It's like,
similar.
like French GCSE.
On the weekend, I like to listen to. Yeah. Now there was just a lot of common bands. We all listen to similar stuff. We're all into like people like that, the Smiths, the Verve, the Roses, Oasis. Would I say we're influenced by them? Yeah, probably as writers, like Noel Gallagher and that. But are we trying to emulate it? Are we trying to do what they did? Now we're just sort of doing trying to find our own sound and slot in there somewhere. And if people hear reminiscent elements of a bit of the Roses in there, a bit of Verve, a bit of Oasis, then great. You know what I mean? It's probably going to bleed through in the writing in some areas, but we're firm believers that to be real successful, you've got to do your own thing at some point, don't you?
And if you got like a top Manchester band, just for your personal opinion, I'll ask you as well.
Yeah, I know it'd be Smiths and like Morrissey. Probably Verve for me. Like, balance with Oasis, it kind of changes, man. You're big into Verve, aren't you?
Verve and Roses, yeah.
Any kind of for like any Glasgow bands that you're into then?
I'm big into Paolo Nutini, but I know he's more Paisley. He's sort of from
Fuck it, how do you know what Paisley is?
We drive past it all the fucking time, man. I like Paolo Nutini. He brought an album out in 2022 called name escapes me right now.
Something in the Echoes or something.
Yeah, it's through the Echoes.
Oh no, it's a tune. Aye.
Acid Eyes and all that. I can't remember the name. Last Night in the Bittersweet. There we go. But it's a fantastic album. I got into him when I was maybe like 14. He did that Caustic Love album. I think some of his earlier stuff's a bit mum rock, dad rock, like Stereophonics and that. I rate him. Don't know. It'd be Paolo for me. What do you reckon?
I really like Bobby Gillespie.
Right.
He's Glasgow.
Aye.
Yeah. So like,
Proper.
Yeah, he's probably the one. I think. Like Primal Scream and
Aye.
Mary Chain and all that.
Definitely.
But, yeah.
Yeah, we did a support tour with a band called Star Sailor.
Right.
And they actually had like subbing in for their bass player. They had Andy Dunlop from
Oh
Travis.
yeah, he was
Right.
he's a nice guy, yeah.
So
Ah.
Is he from Glasgow?
I don't know if they're from Glasgow.
I know Travis are a bit miserable, I'm not, aren't you?
Who, Travis?
Ah, you're a
They've got a
bit.
couple like road tunes.
He's not miserable though. He was a dead
Ah,
man.
yeah.
He
was a dead man.
So that kind of put us onto him because we thought similar to you, like it's a bit boring.
Aye.
But yeah, from that we kind of like.
Mm.
You know,
Whenever it comes on in the
Hold
car,
on
no.
again.
Also the guitarist for Dido.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
there
pretty
you go.
cool.
Well, that's our
Yeah.
playlist in the car now with Travis and Dido, mate. How rock and roll is that?
That woman called Kathleen what?
Kathleen Edwards, mate.
Yeah,
Get on
yeah,
Kathleen
yeah.
Edwards. She's the one.
Well, obviously, again, you've released your new EP, which you're kind of turning back on last August. Obviously, he's got a wee time to reflect
Yeah.
on it since it came out. What's the kind of reception to it been like?
It's been really good. Yeah, it's been really good. I mean, it's quite difficult really because we don't get much time to stop and reflect on it because now we're on the trail of the next one.
Uh-huh.
So we're very proud of it, but
Mhm.
because literally as soon as it was out, we were writing, recording, doing the next one.
Uh-huh.
So you can't really stop and think about it.
Uh-huh.
But no, yeah, we are proud of it. We're playing most of it tonight, so you'll be able to hear it. But I think the new one's better, personally.
Mhm.
Something to get excited about.
There you go.
Yeah.
Aye. As well as that, again, if anybody who hasn't listened to the EP or your band, just the band in general, if you had to kind of sum it up in a few words, what can they
Don't
expect?
bother, listen to Kathleen Edwards instead.
Yeah, no, it's just it's guitar music, innit?
Aye.
It's guitar music. If you're into Manchester music, you might hear a bit of that in it.
Uh-huh.
I'd put it under like indie alternative rock.
Right.
Indie rock is such a broad genre,
it's
now,
a
man.
aye.
Everyone says like, yeah, I'm in an indie band. It covers a lot of bases.
I feel like guys are teaching to indie rock, like pure
Yeah.
cheesy 2000s.
We're not
Aye.
like that 2000s Cortinas, Arctic Monkeys esque.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, we're not like that, man. There's a bit
I'm
more.
in a shoegaze band. And everyone thinks,
I'm in a shoot.
Quite sophisticated, aye.
Yeah. Nah, but you can find all our music out there. Come and see for yourselves, man. Just have a listen, see what you think.
Nice one. Obviously, again, you've been doing a wee bit of work with the EFL recently.
Yeah.
Um,
That was me, wasn't it? Yeah. I won't bother
Can I-
watching that.
Hi, I'm Ewan. This is my 4 tunes.
Five tunes.
Obviously, again, Manchester as well as Glasgow, a big football city. Maybe Manchester not as much. I'm not wanting to kind of
Hey.
call shots there. How hand in hand do music and football and kind of like
Oh,
culture go together?
Massively. Yeah, it's the whole like culture of it. I mean, it's so I'm a Hull City fan.
Right.
Obviously living in Manchester, Hull City fan, but I go to a lot of football games. And going to a football game is really similar to going to a gig.
Aye.
Which people who don't do both, they struggle to see that.
Uh-huh.
But there's so going out for beers with your mates, going everyone's singing, which
There you go.
you don't get, and you come away from it feeling good. So they go hand in hand,
Uh-huh.
not just in Manchester, everywhere.
Uh-huh.
It's more
Mhm.
similar than people think.
Would it ever have you on stage, kind of, just like in between songs, like singing You're Getting Mauled by the Tigers?
I've probably done something similar to that before. We played in. This is really boring. We played in London not long ago. Hull City had Wrexham,
Right.
and it was on telly. And one of my mates, a Hull City fan, came and he shouted out, "Ewan, 1-0, 2-0." While we were playing, there's a video of it.
Aye.
I'll find it for you after. But yeah, would I sing that? Probably. Yeah, if we go up. I'll sing that, yeah.
Nice one. And just lastly as well, what does the future kind of look like for the band?
Yeah, that's the biggest question. What's the future hold, G?
Another EP.
It's just never-ending EPs. Yeah.
And tours. We're playing nice and sleazy again.
That'd be alright.
So we've got this tour to
So
finish off. We've got the big gig in Manchester at the 25th, Ban on the Wall, and then we just announced about 5 minutes ago that the next
Yeah, we did, yeah.
the next single's going out next Friday.
Yeah.
So,
So that's proper hot off the press. It was about
Ah,
5 minutes
that's
ago we
good.
said that. Yeah. There you go.
Fuck's it, I better get on CapCut rapping, get it heavy, man. What was I going to say there, sorry. What is Band on the Wall? Like, I walked by it and I was in Manchester, I was like, what the fuck is that?
It's a music venue.
Right, because I was so confused, it didn't.
It's a very old venue.
It
and
looked
it got
really-
its name because it was a jazz club.
Right.
And the band literally used to be on you have the corner of the wall there.
Aye.
The stage was raised
Uh-huh.
in the corner.
Yeah.
Aye.
There's old photos of like a drummer and a double bassist and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And it just, I don't know if it was called Band on the Wall, then they had them playing on the wall, or it was called something else and they were playing on the wall, so like, let's call it Band on the Wall. But anyway, that's where the name
Aye.
kind of comes from. It's it's well known in Manchester.
Aye.
Sort of in Manchester there's a bit of there's a ladder to the venues, you know what I mean? There's certain venues that you sort of...
everywhere, really.
Well, yeah, we don't know what it is here, for
Uh-huh.
example. We're not from it.
Aye.
But we know what it is in Manchester. We know there's certain venues we want to play. Band on the Wall's always been one of them that we want to play.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
I know I was meant to wrap it up a minute ago, but I was just wanting to ask you there. You're saying about the Manchester scene, the Glasgow scene is kind of still like really doing well post COVID, kind of fighting through all like the issues surrounding live music just now. Obviously, my audience are kind of more Scottish orientated. What is it like down in Manchester now?
There's a hell of a lot of bands in Manchester, and I think. Certainly when you come to another city outside of Manchester, just being a band from Manchester holds a little bit of weight because of the musical heritage of the city. Anyway, I feel like people might take you a little bit more seriously. I think, okay, you're from Manchester, let's see if you're any good, let's see if you're worth anything. It does mean that, because there's a hell of a lot of bands, it's very saturated. And we've always thought...
In a good way, though, I think. In a good
It
way.
is. There's more bands to be better than. Do you know what I mean? You've got to write more than them, play more than them, rehearse more than them, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of nights going on, which is a fantastic thing, isn't it?
Certainly, really.
It looks like one of them Cybermen.
Get on.
It's a good thing. It's absolutely a good thing, and we're all for it. I just think because the city is so big and always has been so big on music, there's just a lot of bands and a lot of music going on. And like anywhere, you know, people don't have a lot of money at the minute anyway to go out and spend money on gig tickets and your beers and your travel and all that. So it's still there, it's still alive and kicking. But if everyone had a bit more dough and the cost of living wasn't so peak, you know, it'd be easier, man. It'd be easier.
And kind of as well as Glasgow, again, there's a lot of similarities here that I've picked up on. How does that kind of like the working class grafting mentality of Manchester, like, does that help you as a band?
Definitely. Well, it's something we identify with the city. Do you know what I mean? Everyone in Manchester, especially on the music front, has always sort of come from grafting. You haven't had a lot of nepo babies in Manchester, you know, that have just been sort of handed stuff on a silver spoon. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Someone might correct me out there.
You better Gene Gallagher in a...
Well, they're London.
Oh, aye.
You could say Inhaler, you know, Dublin.
Aye.
It's like there's
Beckham, what's his name?
Cruz.
Oh,
Cruz Beckham, yeah.
Played up here the other week, King Tut's.
You seen him?
No, I didn't go see him.
That's one I want to play as well, King Tut's. I didn't think about that before.
Yeah.
That's maybe like a more realistic achievement for us for now. Let's do King Tut's and then it's Barrowlands. It's King Tut's to Barrowlands.
So only
Nice and sleazy in the middle. And
and then back to nice and sleepy.
only like a couple of thousand people in between.
Yeah, man.
Well, I was a bit asked, and I was talking about what does the future look like for the Rosellas, but it sound a bit. It's a bit out of place asking such a silly question. What does the future look just like in general in the world? No. What are you thinking?
ask Ollie that. He's not said much.
What's happening like, in the world in the future? Like, in the future of the world, what's happening? You don't need to go
Citing the music, mate. Come on.
You don't need to go political if you don't want to.
I don't know, Oasis going on another tour. That's probably the biggest news.
Trust.
I don't know. It's a pretty broad question to ask.
Exactly.
Trying to get some political clickbait.
Trying to get us cancelled.
I mean,
That's Mark.
I know,
Oh,
yeah.
that's Mark.
Wait, what's going on in the world at the minute?
What's happening?
We're on an interview, mate.
Come on then, boys.
We've got a question for you, come here. Got a question for you, bro.
What's happening, mate? I'm Harris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
No worries. We're just asking, like, what's going on in the world, you know? Like, doesn't even, like, away for the band, just what's happening in the world?
That's such a deep
Believe
question.
that question, mate.
Oh my god, what's happening in the world? Driving a lot, to be honest.
Aye.
No, not what's going on in your world, mate.
Oh, right.
Well, it was open to interpretation.
It's a bit of a rough time in the world at the minute.
Bit rough, isn't it? Aye. See that? Rough fucked.
Yeah, here we are, indeed.
I think we can pull it round to if everyone had a little bit more money and you could go to more gigs,
Aye.
it'd be better.
Aye.
If everyone
Sure,
came
mate.
to see us live, that would
Yeah.
make the world a better place.
It'd be great if all you had to spend your money on was guitars and gig tickets, but, you know, that's not the case, man. It's bills, it's electricity, it's gas, it's water,
It's diesel, mate.
rent and it's diesel. That's all the world
That's the
is.
joys of the world at the minute.
What a fucking quote that is, by the way.
I know.
Rip that.
Freezing now. Can we end that there?
Rip that straight off the Gandhi. Right. Thanks very much, lads. It's been an absolute pleasure.